doing everything you can to appease the supreme overlord. Find out what happens when your world is random and your death is permanent. All this and more today on Locked On.
Hi everyone, it's Open Mic Night here, and today we're going to be looking at a game called 3089. 3089 is a futuristic, procedurally generated, open-world action role-playing game. All-terrain, enemies, weapons, items, quests, and more are uniquely generated. You are a promising robot android design, made by the Overlord. You're placed on the planet Zax. Your performance in common combat, support, and intel scenarios is being closely watched. However, will you become too much for them to handle? What else is on planet Zax that the Overlord doesn't know about? This game is developed by Fruit, who also made 3079 and Gentrieve. This game is, from what I've played, is you try to complete quests and advance in the story, and you try to maybe go on what the Overlord's watching. It has an open world, which is awesome because you can explore in any direction and find new things. It has cool abilities like gravity guns, time stopping, cloaking, and short-range teleporting. It's got the limitless terrain and smoothly generated in all directions. There was no really lag since when I played and looked and ran in one direction. It has unique quests that are made from individually generated tasks. You have weapon construction and customization based on the individual parts. There's also two-player co-op, so you can join up with your buddy and make a super robot. Along with this and the interesting storyline and great art and music and multiple endings, it's just a fun game. It is fully released and available on Desura on Steam. It's an awesome first-person robot adventure. Where you can find more information on it is on the indiedb website, or Steam or Desura. To support this game, I think you should get the demo to try this awesome action RPG out and enjoy an awesome robot adventure full of exploring, shooting, and upgrading.
Vertical Drop Heroes is developed by Nerdook Productions. It is a procedural platformer RPG hybrid where your hero adventures through randomly generated stages. Armed with a variety of randomized skills and traits, you must use your cunning and reflexes to survive the dangers of each stage until you face the final boss and uncover the truth behind the game. This game is one of those games that will definitely make you think before you act in every single aspect of it. You cannot go in there with reckless abandon and hope to actually survive. The good things about this game is the artwork is absolutely beautiful. The game is completely cartoon based, it is very unique in its style, and I absolutely love the character design as it is so far. One of the biggest things that I love is there's consequences to failure. If you die, you're dead for reals. You cannot get your character back no matter how high your level gets. The moment you die, that character's gone forever and you have to start from level 1 with a brand new, randomly generated character. That's right, you don't get to pick your character, the game picks a character for you. It takes your ability to actually predetermine a character out of your hands and throws you into a new game each and every single time. And the skill level is very, very high in this game, ranging from the characters to the traps that you run into to the actual availability of items that you can buy. The skill cap is very high and it will challenge even the roughest and toughest of gamers. Now there is a few little bad notations that I'm going to add. There is no true attack button, even though the spacebar activates one of your abilities that shoots arrows for the most part. To actually do an auto attack at an enemy, you have to actually just walk towards them and your character attacks automatically. I find that kind of strange. I don't know if that's really worth trying to attack face on or just sitting back and using your arrows until they're all out, because they are limited. But it just seems really odd to me that there's no actual factual attack button. There's one small odd glitch I ran into, that when you died, it took the camera to the bottom of the screen to show where the boss was, but did not give you an option to actually restart the game. I'm sure just a little bug that was in there from one of the pre-releases, just putting that out there so the developer can find it and see if they can fix it. And I hate to say it, as much as I love the difficulty of this game might turn off your casual gamer, which to me is not a bad thing. I am all for challenge. I am all for challenge. In fact, I play games like I want to be the guy just for that style of challenge. I grew up playing games like Ghosts and Goblins for that strict reason that I wanted to be tested. And this game will test you every single time you go in there but we're in the generation of people who play Angry Birds and don't like a challenge. They just want to keep trying over and over again with no real consequences to losing. So your casual gamer might be turned off, but like I said, that's probably not a bad thing. You probably want some good actual players playing your game, testing it out, and telling you what's awesome about it. Like I'm about to do, because I'm about to tell you the OMG things that blew me away about this game. And I've said it over, I'll harp on it one more time, just a challenge. The challenge of being able to get as far as you can with the risk of losing your character permanently just plays to my tune and just gets me all happy and fuzzy on the inside. Randomicity is the king of this game. There is nothing predetermined about it from the moment you step forth into the game, which I love. You do not get to choose your character, the game chooses it for you. You do not get to choose your abilities, the game chooses it for you. You can't even choose your name, because the game chooses it for you. And each time you go into the realms where the enemies are, it is always different. You will never play the same level again. Sure, some of the creatures might look similar, but the actual layout of the levels as you go deeper and deeper as you drop down always changes, and that's amazing. And this game is really a thinking man's game. Makes you think about everything you do or risk failure, and I love it. A couple things I would love to see in future releases. I would love to see an array of different abilities other than just Mega Jump and Arrow. I would love to see some awesome abilities that go along with the different characters that the game generates for you. Also, would love to see more of the keyboard used. Spacebar, Shift, Tab, and the arrows is all right and dandy, but I would love to see an actual auto attack, or maybe even other buttons that. You know what? There might be more abilities. They might unlock as you go. I didn't get that far in the game, so I might be jumping the gun here, but from what I've seen, I would love to see more use of the keyboard than that. And I would love to see co-op eventually. I would love to see a bunch of friends getting together and seeing how far they can go without their characters dying. Overall, Vertical Drop Heroes, really neat game, really unique game, and look forward to come out for a full release coming out in March of this year. And that'll wrap things up for us today here on Locked On. Make sure you hit the subscribe button above, make sure you go check out the games that we talked about listed below, and make sure you come back next time for all things indie. I'm your boy Raven, and you are officially Locked On.